NFL season is here, and now we're on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
First down, they'll start out with Akers.
And it gets us the shot. Like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Another rookie on the offensive player of the week for what he did a month ago.
Yeah, you need to take some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wolford to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the Rams at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From midfield, here's Wolford. He'll dump this off to Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second and 8 coming up. Shotgun now for Wolford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. There's a nice move. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Wolford to air it out again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, a run with counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the Owners Building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wolford. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wolford. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, here's Wolford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wolford going to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. The play fake, and now Wolford. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Wolford. The quick slant caught. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Wolford, they're going for it on fourth down. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Connor. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A give running right is counted. Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Connor going to get it again on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Greg Dortch back deep. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Connor up the middle. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll look to run with Connor. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On 1st and 10, here's Wolford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Akers hit, he coughs it up, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Prater's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A give up the middle to Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Wolford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Wolford to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 16, Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Murray a give. This is Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Conner going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Wolford on third down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First down, Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Murray going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down. This is Connor running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the handoff, Connor, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second and goal, Murray. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Wolford now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Wolford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Back to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
second down and 7. Now it's Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. 32. Now Stafford. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll go for it. Here's Wolford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Arizona, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7.